Hey, fellow stationeers, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 55 of Stationeers, which originally aired live on Twitch. Alright, 6 projects. Just type 1 through 6, make your choice. And Raiders, by the way, here's my mascot. He is tickled pink that you came raiding. Is this just a cursed Harvey? What is this, Harvey 0? I really honestly don't know what's going on with this cursed Harvey and why it won't behave like all the others. Stupid cursed Harvey. Grab the soybeans, Harvey. Grab the soybeans. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have to do some Harvey surgery, because this Harvey is gonna get removed. Maybe it was backwards. I don't know. Turn that Harvey on. Label this Harvey 0. And then find the Harvey 0 controller, which is under here somewhere. Yep, here it is. The Harvey 0 controller. For you Raiders, I get you have no idea what's going on. It will take me too long to explain this part of it, but essentially something that was automated that should be working was not. Oh, this should be Hydro Device 0, my bad. It was. And then this needs to be Harvey 0, which is now. Hey, it works! Look at that, I just needed to, like, break it and reset it. Score! You like the very first Sea Ice Challenge? You know what's funny? The first Sea Ice Challenge isn't the first Sea Ice Challenge. I actually did a Sea Ice Challenge, this looks different from last week? Yeah, I redesigned it. It's I like this design a lot. It is very aesthetically pleasing to me. You can even walk on top. I moved the radiators so they're out of the way and they're not blocking the beautiful view. And yeah, this is improved. This is significantly improved and brings me Marie Kondo levels of joy. Okay, taking a look at what you voted. Generate more O2. So the person that submitted the generate O2, Pashwan, how did you want me to make more O2? An O2 farm from plants or splitting water into oxygen and hydrogen? I can do it both ways. I don't know why I'm pointing at you. I can do it both ways. So yeah, how would you, or you know what? I'm gonna ask all of chat, not just the submitter. How should I make the O2? I can do it through trade. I can do it through electrolysis, which, yeah, I could do it through electrolysis, or I could do it through plant farming. Choice is yours. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? This thing is full of, like... Yeah, I'm gonna put another battery in there and keep pulling CO2. Whoa! I don't have CO2 filters in here, do I? No, I took those out, didn't I? I did this again, didn't I? Lord Almighty. 17 moles of, You know what? I'm farting it out this time. It's getting farted. Sorry, oxygen. But I'm literally going to make it my goal to make more oxygen, so I apologize to the oxygen I accidentally sucked up into this thing. Now, let me save first, because sometimes it farts out anyway. So, if you do vote that I trade for it, I would trade, like, potatoes for oxygen or something like that. I don't know. I'd have a Raddy's baked potato baked potato trade. Does electrolysis make any sense on Venus? Yeah, it does. There is water ice on Venus. Don't ask me why, it's just a game mechanic. This isn't real Venus. There's water ice on Venus that I could mine, and then I can turn that ice into hydrogen and oxygen. As long as I keep the fuel line from the hydrogen and oxygen below 32 Celsius. If it goes above 32 Celsius, it combusts and explodes, and I die in a fiery death. But I'm pretty sure I can do that without the fiery death part. Because I really am a professional. What am I doing here? Carbon dioxide filter. Do I have silver anywhere? No. Do I really out of silver? What's funny is either method uses water one way or another. If I get my oxygen through farming, I have to still get water for the plants for the farming. Or if I get my oxygen from electrolysis, I still have to get water for the oxygen for the electrolysis. So, like, I don't personally care which way I do it, but they both are technically water requiring. It's just, one or the other. All right, so taking a look at let's have a new vote taking trade out of it, because trade lost. I won't be trading for it. But you know what I should trade for is, while you vote, I'm going to bake one potato, and I'm going to sell one potato, and I'm curious what the markup for a baked potato is. I know that I can also make fries with the soy oil, but I want to see if it's worth, like, baking all my potatoes or just selling my potatoes in bulk, because I could be a bulk trader. And it's really nice not to have to remember to turn on that trade beacon. Yeah, there's less water used for farming than electrolysis. Absolutely, 100% absolutely. Now, if I had sensor goggles, I could find water really, really, really easily and mine it in massive bulk. So the amount of water I need for these processes, don't be afraid of it. Either or. All right, hello, you. All right, so a potato sells for 25 bucks, and a baked potato sells for like 50 bucks, I think. Baked potato sells for $62. Oh, you slut. You just want me to bake your potatoes. And yeah, I just did call a robot a slut. Wow, this is pretty dead even. Electrolysis would be really, really simple. I could use the new heat exchangers. So there's a few different ways, whether I go electrolysis or not. There's a few different ways to do it. One is to put your water and have water radiator pipes in vacuum to cool down your water a lot. Much the way that I did my X, right? So I have, well, actually right now I kind of have hot X, but it's not that hot. Much the way that I have cold X in cooling it down through vacuum. There's also a new, there's a new thing called where is it? The heat exchanger? Maybe that's on the beta branch. Yeah, I think that's on the beta branch. Never mind. Yeah, so the way to do it is to put your water and just have a bunch of liquid radiators in a vacuum to cool it down below 30°C, which is not that hard to do. My water is already just about below 30°C. It's 34°C, so it's pretty close. And then to do your electrolysis in either a vacuum or a cold room, one or the other. And it looks like electrolysis has a slight edge. I'm gonna leave that up a little bit longer while I make fries. I'm curious about the markup for fries. And you know, one thing I gotta say I'm very surprised by is no one has voted that I get tier 2 alloys. Like, I could be running around with like mining glasses and what else would it give me? I don't know. It would give me a lot of other stuff, but no one voted that way. Which is fine. All right, 44 soybeans. Half of these are going to be put there. 22. Well, no, that's not what I wanted to do. 20 of them are going to be split up into stacks of 5 and stuffed back into the soybean hoppers. So we can keep planting them, and the others will be made into soy oil. Let me get those potatoes. Depending on how lazy I am, I actually just might sell a bunch of raw potatoes, even though I can like just about double their cost by baking them. You posture check? I'm sorry to say, but my posture is terrific right now. But I appreciate you looking after me. I am straight spine. I've been sitting, trying to keep my posture in mind, because I wake up with bad back pain. Open a scrub board for iterating on the base. I'm subservient to viewers with his designs. I like the viewer input. Say what you will, but the viewer input's fine. I enjoy it. Well, you know all about that, Glitch. You are, if there is a king of back pain, you would be the king of back pain, sadly. Alright, so insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? What is soy oil? So if I want fries are 5 soy oil, right? Yeah, 5 oil. So let's insert 5 soybeans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the 5 oil. Oh, I can add the individual units. Okay, let's process the whole thing. And then the fries is 1 raw potato. I'm curious about the markup. All right, so now we have fries, a raw potato. Well, we already know what the raw potato and the baked potato sells for, but I'm just sort of curious how good the markup is. I'll just leave the I'll leave the soy oil there. Have I tried a standing desk? Yeah, I have. I actually didn't care much for it. I've been in software development jobs that had like it got all trendy or whatever, and it was like open floor designs and standing desks, and like one of my coworkers even had like a treadmill desk, and then people were like, "Oh, I'm tired and sweaty," and it's like, yeah, because you're not comfortable. But I digress. All right, let's see about selling this stuff, and then we'll work on that. So it's 25 bucks a potato, which honestly just might be the way to go. It's 125 for fries, which I don't think is worth it, but the baked potatoes might be worth it at $62. The fries aren't worth it just because of the amount of extra processing. But now I'm up to 2,400 on the credit card. And it's not debt, it's extra money. Open floor really helps you focus? Yeah. Well, what's funny is I was in an open floor office, and then like all the developers are like, "Hey, you want stuff done? You got to leave us alone." And then the boss was quickly like, "I guess we have to put in partitioning." It's like, yeah, you do, because software development requires an insane amount of focus. And if you have like salespeople and marketing people constantly asking us stupid questions all the time and we can't focus, we never get anything done. Or, you know, it's as simple as like if we have to listen to the stupid sales guys like talk loudly because they all would yammer on their phones and laugh and joke with each other, and it's like, this doesn't work for people that like, yeah. My mini rant. I've been in a lot of work environments that were dreadfully unproductive as a result of office environments, I guess. I don't know if this is worth my time. I just sell the potatoes like in bulk. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If there was like a conveyor that I could cook the potatoes on the conveyor, like I'd do that. But such technology does not exist in Stationeers, so let's just bulk a bunch of potatoes to the trader for cash. A second microwave would do twice as fast if I was like instant and macro the behavior. You could do side by side. So it looks like electrolysis is really gonna win by like 1 vote. I'm gonna put this up one more time. Just because I'm happy to do electrolysis, but given how close it is, if there was a definitive winner, and there was only 21 people that voted, if there's a definitive winner, I'm happy to work on it. Does dirt sell? I could check. I could check. All right, so I have 2,400. Yeah, like bulk potatoes are fine. 4,000. I'm trying to save up for a pumpkin. No, it's just going straight back to the last vote. All right, it's going to be electrolysis unless farming doesn't overtake it. If we tie, does that mean I do both? I'll do neither. Stuff Stationeer says, hey, the pumpkin is $14,000. That pumpkin is real expensive. You know what I'm curious about is is my pure canister of carbon dioxide. It's possible that an empty canister pure of carbon dioxide could sell. So let's test that theory too. That's one fancy pumpkin. Sure is. Let's actually sell like a lot of stuff. So portable light, we found not to be helpful. The Mark II mining drill will sell. What else can we sell? We have a bunch of ferns. I guess I can split half of them. Sell that. We'll try a dirt canister because you were interested. Liquid pipe. What else? We've got a Harvey doors, a hydroponic tray, and a stacker. Sticking Harveys. So let's see about the medical pill. Well, my hands are full. Now let's put the tray away. Let's see about the cost of the medical pill. So if you're wondering about the medical pill, the medical pill is made with silver, cobalt, and fern powder, essentially, in the chem station. So we'll see what the medical pill sells for. If you have like health conditions, you can take the medical pill and it like saves you. If it's really inexpensive, I'm all for mass producing medical pills to sell to a robot. That I think the best recipe I've found so far is a portable battery charger. It's like not that expensive and. All right. Well, if you make it tie like this, I'm just going to go to random.org and pull a 1 or a 2. I'm just going to have a random.org decide and not you guys. All right, let's see. Medical pill. Where is it? No, the medical pill sells for trash. The mining drill sells for 1,000. The Harvey sells for 360. The stackers, garbage. The doors are pretty garbage. The ferns are okay. Yeah, the MK2 mining drill sells for a bunch. Tablets sell for 900. Yeah, that actually is true, I believe. I was playing multiplayer and the handheld tablets sell for like a obscene amount. I didn't want to put mine in because I don't think it. Yeah, let's try to make a tablet or two. Oh, no, electrolysis is pulling out ahead. Let Yoda pick. Oh, the tablets take solder? Well, I could make solder if I needed to. What did the tablets take? Five solder, 2 gold, 3 copper. I don't think I have 5 solder. I have 2 solder. Well, the problem is my waste tank is full.
Waste tank critical.
And I can't really flush it. But what I could do... Is this the one that's just like atmospheric gas? No, oh, yeah, that's just atmospheric gas. Alright, well, before I suffocate, give me another one of these. All right. And let's see about this CO2 8K KPA. thing as a pure experiment of maybe selling them like random. All right, electrolysis is pulling ahead, so once I finish this trade, I'll pull the trigger on that. I don't have a lot of O2 left, you're right. Which is really good that I'm working on electrolysis. Or something, you know. I don't care what it is, just gotta be something. Alright, so if we took everything out of our tablet, not that I'm planning on selling it, I just want to price check it. Alright, so the tablet does sell for 1,000 to him. So I could mass produce tablets. Even these moles of canisters sell for a lot too. Damn. A can of carbon dioxide. Oh, he didn't even buy that. I love when he does this. It bugs out and I can sell it multiple times. Yeah, I'll screw you over if I can. Alright, give me that tablet back. You know what I'm gonna do? I hope y'all don't mind, but I will take executive privilege here, and I'm gonna make some tablets, right? So I can finally get rid of this robot that has been here. So iron and lead. Iron and lead. I'm gonna have to dim my house lights so I can actually see. Yeah, I'm gonna go completely dark. Not completely, but very dark. Oh, I'm also on flatten. Oh, it's ice. And more ice. Well, I should also get the ice if I'm going to be doing electrolysis. If that ends up winning, I'm going to need a source of water to do electrolysis with. Okay, that is enough iron. Let's find some lead. Nickel. Yeah, that was just a single thing. Uranium. Copper. Silver. Iron. Coal. Silver. Copper. I know I have lead around. I remember seeing it. Might just be looking around until daytime, and then come daytime it will pop up. I'll be like, oh, there it is. Silicon. Coal. Uranium. Silicon. I'm also looking for ice, because if I'm doing electrolysis, I'm going to want ice. Not finding a whole lot of that here. Nickel. It's funny, I usually find that nickel's hard to find, but I guess lead is rarer. I'm sure it's not rare, I just haven't happened upon it. Oh, here we go. Also have some lead in the base, but not like enough to make a significant enough batch of solder. I just want to get the pumpkin so that I have one of every crop. And I'm hijacking the priorities here to do it while you guys decide the true result of this vote. That belt is filling quick. I was low on gold as well, I'm pretty sure, so this is a good way to top up. I should have brought another advanced belt. That's enough gold. Man, there's a lot of stuff down here. I don't think there's more lead here, though. I think I hit the lead and that's all there was. God, every time everything's nickel. It's all nickel. Because I'm not on Stationeers difficulty, I can eat with my helmet on. Well, we might just be waiting until daybreak so I can actually rummage up some additional lead, because, I mean, I'm on the surface. What's funny is, like, on the surface of Venus, I think lead would be a liquid, technically. But as, of course, would a lot of the ices. Like, there wouldn't be solid hydrogen, there wouldn't be solid ice, H2O water ice. I find it strange that, like, in this game, ice is a bad term, because there's a lot of things that can be ice. You can have ice oxide and ice volatiles and ice water ice. At least in the English language, it's confusing. I mean, normally when we talk about ice, we mean water, but in this video game, that's not true, which is the confusing part. Is that just a single node of lead? It was. Oh no, it wasn't. Legendary. So I'm looking for like 150 ideally, so I can make a big thing of solder. Or however much I get, I'll just match with iron to make as much solder as I can. And then sell that robot tablets galore. Eat my tablets. For a pumpkin. Wouldn't pressure from the Atmo help keep it solid? Sure, but only to a certain degree. It's not going to, I mean, you can check the triple point of things like lead under certain pressures. Maybe under 95 bar, or, you know, bars of pressure, lead's, at Venus temperature, lead's solid, but I highly doubt it. You'd have to look at the phase diagram, yeah. Given how hot Venus is, I don't think the pressure is going to keep lead from being a liquid. That'd be my guess. But, you know, I'm not a chemist with a memory like Clark Kent, so. Yeah, I don't have that information in my brain. A pet Tusky? Whoa. But you can't even see her. Here, let me turn the lights back on now that it's daytime. You can only see her butt. Oh, now I have her butt fur on my hands. Alright, come on, lead. Another problem is, like, lead kind of looks like copper and it kind of looks like nickel. So it's easy to... It's sometimes hard to find, just because of the color it is. Like, this copper kind of looks like lead to me, like a little bit. And nickel sometimes looks like lead too. You seen an ear poking up? Soon I'm gonna have to turn around because my waste tanks are gonna be full. And my oxygen tanks are gonna be empty and I'm gonna suffocate. Don't threaten me with a good time. I guess the sunlight really didn't help with my search much, huh? There we go. They're all in lead tin alloy? Well, if you take a look at the melting temperature of tin, you can probably just approximate. I'd guess. Okay, my waste tank's actually not that full because it's not peak heat. All right, well, I think electrolysis formally wins. But before I do electrolysis, we're gonna make some money. Oh yeah. Oh, solder. Am I even gonna be able to make solder on this thing? Probably not. Because of, max temperature. Because this thing's not gonna get cold, right? I'm gonna have to make solder, funny enough, like on a basic furnace that I print up. Did I keep any basic furnaces? I don't think I did. I think I sold them. Because that would have been the smart thing to do. To be fair, this project just got a lot, like, more annoying. But I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, and I need iron to start it off. So this is 27 spare iron I'm not using. So let me put the solder ingredients away, which would be... I'm going to put them in a separate area over here. So this is for my solder. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Everything else can be smelted. Yep. All right. Micro batch of iron. Thunk. Do I have one here? I have an arc furnace, but that's not going to help me. No, I don't have a furnace here, I don't think. No, I don't. Sorry, I didn't think that this project would be so kind of annoying, but I do want to make that money, so I'm gonna do it. Then with the furnace, I'm gonna need some iron sheets, which I'm gonna have to print up too. You know what? I'm just gonna need more iron, aren't I? Ultimately. I'm gonna check the other benches to see what kind of iron I got. So I have 29 here, soon to be very little there, and not too much on the Atmo, or the pipe bender. Yeah, I'm kind of low on iron. Well, I only have the iron to print one furnace up, so I'm gonna go tend the farm. Maybe swap this battery around, and then tend the farm. Twitch is crapping out on you? That sucks. It is not drop frames. Somehow or another, I have not dropped a single frame, which is just miraculous for me. That's very uncommon. Yeah, passive valve to load in some gases. Day temp should handle the rest. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. It's just going to be a passive vent. And what pressure does it need to be? It needs to be 1 MPa pressure. So I'm going to do like a... yeah, like an active vent with 2 valves, and that will be enough. All right, let's split these soybeans to feed them back into the loop. So split half. I already have 36 more potatoes. I sold all my potatoes, what seems to be just a moment ago, and now I have 36 of them. How's the Atmo in this room doing? Glorious. A little bit of oxygen that, because this back pressure regulator isn't really working due to the length of that tube, a little bit of oxygen that won't get skimmed off very quickly, but it's not like it's going to become 100% oxygen and kill the plants, which is the main concern. I'm impatient. Just hit the switch. All right. For this, we'll need sheet, 4 iron sheets. Let's get a few more cables. Not that I need it for this specific project, but I might as well have it. What do I have down here? Insulated and regular. Get some regular pipes. Do I have any valves or anything? No, I don't have any valves. I'll leave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this furnace up for the simple stuff. So it's going to be a permanent installation that uses, you know, sort of the atmospheric stuff. Because I'm going to want to make solder, and I don't want to have to make a new thing every time I need to make solder. All right, so this is legitimately out of copper. That's the last of my cables. There's plenty of cabling out there that I can hook into. A few more pipes. Because in midday, really any ore, any basic ore that is not like iron. So let's see. Gold, copper, silver, lead, gold, copper, silver, lead can all be smelted at like atmospheric on Venus during midday. And then solder and electrum could be made this way as well if I chose to. Because solder's 277C and then electrum is low temp as well. You can make it at 327. Dump waste take to furnace? No, it's too hard to set up. Also, it has the possibility of exploding the furnace if I'm not careful. So. And is far more complicated than I'm going to bother doing too. Lots of reasons. I don't know if I actually want it here. I think what I want to do is set the act event first. Okay. Yeah, let's not put it there. That will do. And the old one, I still have the the old furnace. Well, now you'll see me rebuild it, sort of. I need more pipe, aren't I? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pipes or so. I don't really need to skim anything off of this furnace for the furnace underground. The furnace underground is not a, it's an electric furnace entirely, so it has no need for hydrogen. And as a result, connecting these two furnaces is pointless because the other one is fully, it actually just builds up pressure over time. It needs less gas, not more. The furnace downstairs has the opposite problem where it's becoming overpressurized as the ores I process outgas, and I haven't spent the time to fix that yet. But I should, but I haven't. But again, doing the absolute bare minimum to get the solder and not an iota of additional effort. Because then you go down that rabbit hole. So as Chi says, chat, you get what you get. And this wasn't a voted project, which is another reason why I'm going the bare minimum way. And I'm not going to be able to do it until it's... Well, actually, solder is good at 77C. So like at any point I can make solder, I guess. Solder is just so easy to do. with atmospherics on Venus. Okay, so that's all the piping that I need. Inward on. Hold on, I forget which. It's top is intake? No, top is output. Okay, let's label these. Output valve. Intake valve. Turn on intake. Furnace gets stuff. And I don't have my ores on me, so let's go get those ores. I might want to prepare the reagent in my electric furnace, though. I'm going to save to see if that's a thing I should do, because one of the issues is the temperature of my outdoor furnace is so cold that it might not process the ores. I'm going to save first, though. So I think it actually makes it easier if I spit out a bunch of chunks of reagent and process the ores in my electric furnace, but we'll test that theory. So this obviously will hash to nothing because it's too high pressure and too high temp for solder. But what we're looking to do is actually just turn it into reagent, so that the material is already pre-processed and preheated, so that the other furnace can immediately spit it out. Because if the furnace is too low temperature, which currently outside it is too low temperature, it wouldn't have actually made reagent. It would just not process at all. So now let's just spit out a bunch of globs of advanced or reagent mix by design. Whoa. So there's my solder reagent mix. The furnace chamber is getting a little pressurized, but nothing that scares me. Oh, you're talking about this logic wall? This logic wall has nothing to do with the furnace. This furnace is, actually has very little logic. Look at it. All this wall is weather station stuff and door opening stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the furnace has very, very little logic. It's mostly analog controls with readouts. All right, so now that we have the pre-processed, let me turn off intake, the pre-processed reagent mix. Oh, it's still wanting to process the reagent mix, so this didn't actually cut any corners. Yeah. So I just have to wait for the sun to come up and a full day cycle. All right. Well, if I'm going to be making, let me pause just a second to write the new material gather for electrolysis. So for electrolysis, I'm going to need a lot of iron. I already know that. And probably copper. So here's a field of both iron and copper. So we're going to want to make probably we're going to want to make the old vacuum room larger. Would be the easiest way to do it. Rather than make a new vacuum room, is why reinvent the wheel. But the vacuum room we have right now is physically too small to accommodate more piping without it becoming impossible to traverse. So that means adding, walls and piping and all that jazz. Now it's starting to get hot. There's a small window where we might be able to make the solder. So pressure for solder needs to be at least 1 MPa. So let's pull some more atmospheric air until that hits 1. All right, there it is, solder. Boom. Which just went underground. Okay, we have an autosave. I checked this time that we had an autosave. Thanks, game, for deleting my solder. Did it burn up? No, it just clipped underground and then went to zoom in and disappeared. It went under the ground. Like I said, it didn't burn up. I was very clear with my words when I said it went underground, because that's what happened to it. It happens. Especially with voxel games, right? It's fine. I had an autosave moments before it happened, so it's... And if you want to avoid that, you could just raise your furnace much, much, much higher, or use chutes or something. There. Now there's like a little hole for it to collect. Intentional, right? Stupid vent. Oh my god, I can't even move. There we go. All right, solder's done. Going inside. Yeah, things clip into the Earth, or into the Venus. That sounds wrong to me. Into the dirt? Into the Venus regolith? Hi. Hey, baby. Come here. Right here. Come right here. Come here. There we are. Thank you for tuning in to Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. This series is now over, but there's still about 10 hours yet to air. With that in mind, if you have feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode, or maybe a stream. Farewell, everybody.